Why some hitters never develop. This is Next One Up Performance Podcast, and my name is Coach Ricks. Everybody wants to know the same thing. Why do some hitters make massive mistakes while others stay exactly the same for years? Same town, same tournaments, same lessons, same equipment, same opportunities, but completely different results. And honestly, I think most people are asking the wrong question because the answer usually isn't talent. It's not the bat. It's not the gloves. It's not the social media drills everybody keeps saving. Most of the time, it's mindset, environment, intentional work, self awareness, and whether a player is actually committed to development or just committed to looking like a baseball player. That's the part nobody wants to talk about. Baseball culture has changed, and not all of it is good. A lot of young players today are growing up surrounded by baseball content. They can consume it on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, everywhere, but not real baseball understanding. Everybody has access to drills now. Everybody has access to swing breakdowns. Everybody has access to mechanics. And ironically, that's made a lot of hitters worse because now players are overloaded. Every week, they're changing something. Hands higher, hands lower, more load, less movement, stay inside, get disconnected, more rotational, more linear, swing harder, stay shorter, and eventually the hitter loses himself completely. Now he's thinking during the swing, instead of competing during the swing, that's dangerous because hitting already happens in milliseconds. You don't have time for 20 thoughts in the box. It's impossible to do. Most hitters today don't trust themselves. And honestly, a lot of them were never taught how to trust themselves. Here's the truth most people avoid: development. Development is comfortable. Real development isn't fun every day. There are days where you feel lost, days where timing disappears, days where confidence disappears, days where the game feels impossible. That's normal, but a lot of players panic. The second struggle shows up, the second things get uncomfortable, they want a new drill, a new swing, a new coach, a new shortcut. But growth usually happens right in the middle of discomfort, not comfort. And baseball is one of the hardest sports mentally because failure is built into the game. If you didn't know that, failure is built into the game. You can fail 7 out of 10 times and still be considered elite. Think about that. Most young athletes are emotionally prepared for that reality. So instead of learning through struggle, they avoid it. Some players are practicing mechanics. Other players are building resilience. That's a huge difference because eventually every hitter gets exposed. Velocity exposes them. Pressure exposes you. Failure exposes you. Adversity exposes you. And when those moments happen, you can't fake preparation. You can't fake it anymore. A lot of people think training means swinging a bat. It doesn't. Anybody can take swings. Training means intention. Training means understanding why something happened. Training means making adjustments under pressure. Training means learning your own movement, not copycatting somebody else's on social media. One of the biggest problems in youth baseball and softball right now, they spend hours working without actually learning anything that is going to be catered to their sport. They leave the cage tired, but not improved. And those are two different things. At some point, a hitter has to stop chasing aesthetics, stop chasing perfect looking swings, and start learning how to compete because the game doesn't care how pretty your mechanics look on video. The game asks one question: can you handle game speed consistently? That's it. A lot of parents think confidence comes from compliments. It doesn't. Confidence comes from evidence. Confidence comes from surviving hard reps. Confidence comes from adjustment. Confidence comes from knowing. I've been here before. That's why controlled struggle matters. Players need environments. where failure is allowed, but quitting mentally isn't. That's how competitors get built. Not through hype speeches, not through social media quotes, through purified, absolutely bona fide reps. Hard reps, intentional reps, honest reps. Some hitters are trying to avoid embarrassment. Other hitters are trying to improve. Those mindsets create completely different futures. Environment changes players. It really does. You can feel serious work environments. You can feel accountability. You can feel intentionality. Some facilities feel like daycare. Others feel like development. And eventually players rise or fall to the level of their environment. That's why culture matters. That's why standards matter. You ever heard the standard is the standard? That's why routines matter, because baseball and softball development is one big, huge ball. Little habits become identities. The way a player prepares, talks, responds to failure, competes, all of that matters more than most people realize. Real development usually looks small before it looks dramatic. It's subtle at first. Better timing, better posture, better decisions, better emotional control, better body awareness. Then eventually the game starts slowing down. The hitter stops panicking, stops chasing every opinion, stops overreacting to every bad round. Now, there's ownership. Now, there's maturity. Now, there's awareness. That's when development becomes real. And honestly, that process can't be rushed. No viral drill changes that. No shortcut changes that. No bat changes that. Only intentional work over time. The players who usually make the biggest jumps aren't always the most talented. They're usually the ones willing to stay uncomfortable longer than everybody else. The ones willing to struggle without quitting mentally. The ones willing to stay coachable. The ones willing to stop chasing shortcuts, because development happens long before game day. It starts the night before. Most people just never see that part, or most players. And that's what this place is built for. No shortcuts, not any shortcuts, not baseball trends, not social media swings, real player development, real accountability, real growth. If you're serious about becoming a better baseball or softball, I do train remotely. We're based out of Elizabethtown, Kentucky. And if you're ready to actually put the work in, come train with me at Next One Up Baseball Performance in Elizabethtown, Kentucky, or again, remotely. Have all the tools for it. Subscribe to the channel, follow the journey, because this is only episode 1. Let's go, baby.